Well, Carlos Tycoon updated. They added something. They added this Bugatti. Look at it. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Oh yes. Just focus on this car. Don't focus on anything else that's on the screen. For example, on this section right here with this, in my honest opinion, it's pretty disappointing. I don't know why people say this, but say that was the best update. Well, if you were here last year Halloween, your opinion would be vastly different. These are probably people who only like the Bugatti, because the Bugatti's pretty good, honestly. Look at that. Look how good it is. I mean, it's cheaper than the Vision, apparently is better than it. But anyway, as a comparison between right now, so I'm going to spawn the car that, there's all part of this dumb update. I say dumb update because the thing is, right, they picked this car right here, this thing. Like, let's just quickly compare it to last year's Halloween, which was all 4 of these cars, and that also came in a Halloween update, but it was, or was it both of these? This one, which definitely was a Halloween update, it came along these two, and it was pretty good, honestly. It was a good car to grind with, but here we are. So we have this thing, right, which was the Spooky Pla, which was the third of the Fiat Multipla thing, which I'm upset that none of them have come back. A Christmas version, April Fool's version was teased, but it was obviously a joke. Then the Hot Rod, which I actually suggested, which was honestly pretty cool when that came out. This one, which was a it was a Colorado, but it looks pretty good. Has an interior for some reason. And then you had this one over here, which was basically a 720S, but slightly different. But still, these cars, the thing was, unlike in this update where you'd have to go and hunt something, or like most updates where you'd grind, you have to do races for candies, and then there'll be a store that you buy cars from, which were these ones. And it was wildly better because they added 2 exclusive races that only appeared at that time, which was like a spooky race, which was like through caves and stuff, through the hills and stuff. That was a pretty good race. And they added a lake race, which was just across the lake. It was basically a cauldron that spilled over, and you could drive around on the lake. They were really good, right? It was a really good race, and honestly, I missed that Halloween. I was like, next year's probably gonna be so good if this is the event they have this year. And I'm disappointed. I hope there's a part 2. I honestly hope there's a part 2, because this thing right here, it's not bad. It's a free Class 3 car, but you're telling me for Halloween you added this? And there's another update I'm going to compare this to right now, which is another game that updated for a Halloween update. It was Taxi Boss, and their update was kilometers better, light years better than this. They added a wheel where you could get some cool free cars. They added the Gnaw into the game. It was just it wasn't the best thing in the world, but it's much better than what's currently here because it's more to do, right? You could buy the Gnaw for 12 mil, or you can try and get it on the wheel for like a 0.01% chance. Very rare, but you get it, you'd be pretty lucky. But anyway, let's just have a look at this car. So right now, you have a body kit. You also have a spoiler that comes along with it. I mean, I don't know, 307 kilometers. I'm just gonna change it to miles. So 307 kilometers an hour. Stupid friggin'. I want it to be. There we go. Much better. So it's light. And 191 miles per hour with a 7.8 handling. That really isn't that good, honestly. And we'll check out the new Bugatti, because it feels like every disappointing update they add a new Bugatti. Did they add one to? I don't think they added one to the ATV updates. That was the one update. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good. So yeah. But what was it for the body kit update? That was a kind of, because the Ferrari was a scam. They added a new Bugatti, which is pretty good. Let's just see how good this car is. It is free, by the way. Okay, for some reason it's up. Stop reversing, for God's sake. It does have a weird glitching sound where, like, you drive it. Hold up, let me just redo it. Now I should actually... stop doing that. Alright. Anyway, so basically, the thing is, the problem with this car is it's basically a convertible version of an already limited car, which was where I just look, right? The honest opinion, like this thing, it kind of looks like that because the rear is kind of the same, except it's a bit more squished up. The thing is, right, you could have made literally any other car but a McLaren, because the thing is, right, we have from the last update and the update before that, well, not really the update, the season, right? Season 1, we had the 720S GT3. We already have a 720S, and then we had the Halloween version. We don't need another one, but we had a racing kit one for Season 1. And then Season 2, right here, we have this one, which is garbage. Honestly, you might as well buy the normal F1 for free. Well, not really for free, but like $1 million. And it's better on, or is it 2 mil? I don't know what its price is. But anyway, you know, like, they just keep giving the same cars. What is it? It's like 1.7 mil, and this one's like 1.9 mil for no reason. Like, for God's sake, why does this McLaren exist, alright? I mean, all they did is put a cool grille on it, and that's it. It's a squished up version of the, what, 21C? I think that's what it is. It's on the McLaren, but things right. If it was any other car, I'd be way more happy, but of course it's a McLaren. Yes, it's cool, it's a convertible, but the problem with is, it's just, I hope there's a part 2. I pray there's a part 2. Also, an interesting thing is that if this is the whole Halloween event, there is, you know, 13 days of it, but the thing is, that's pretty sure that's past Halloween when this ends, so maybe we might get a part 2, maybe not, which hopefully is better. But also, there's additional pumpkins around the map. Now, I don't know if this is intentional, but, you know, in collectible or whatever, but the thing is, it says body kit 1, alright? It doesn't say McRacer body kit, or spooky body kit, or whatever. It just says body kit 1. And like, I'm pretty sure it also says body kit 1 here. Now, I don't know if this is intentional, but I'm going to look for the other body kit, like this, the Huracan body kit 1. I thought initially that was like body kit 1, maybe there's more, but it's just a body kit. But they couldn't have named it because it's limited. It's a limited body kit, so why not name it? At least have it Halloween event on it, or just Halloween, or pumpkin hunt. I don't know. But anyway, enough with this disappointing car. Honestly, the thing is, compared to last year's was so much better. But the cars, see, that was it the best one? No, the McLaren, this one's right up here, so it's slightly better, but it doesn't matter because it's cool, alright? It came with other cars. I'm not going to lie, that car does look pretty cool. But the redeeming factor is this. Look at it. A really good Bugatti, by the way. So 11 points. Okay, so I have, hold up, let me do this. Let me see. So I got an 11-second time, I'm pretty sure. Where is it? So if I go to here, there we go. Alright, here we go. So this is, right now, if I do this and turn on screen display, or screen catcher, this is all the time. So it's right here. I know. McLaren. I know its actual name. Something. I don't know. 50. I'll just write 56 for now. 11 seconds. So that's right here, behind the BMW M3 GTR. But still, like, honestly, I don't know. This thing is pretty good, honestly. Let's see how fast this thing accelerates, because I think I raced someone else and I did from half a mile in 12 seconds. So this is gonna be, it's gonna be fast. It could be very fast. It could beat the Koenigsegg Absolute. Honestly, if it does, I'm using this all the time. Look at it. It's a beautiful looking Bugatti. It's another Bugatti. And I did record a video on all the Bugattis in the game. I have to re-record that one, but I didn't upload it, so I guess it's a good thing. But anyway, listen to the sound. Okay, so it is not as fast as the Absolute. I think the Absolute got a 7.6 time when I tested it in another video, which was all Koenigseggs, which I'm going to have to upload that at some point. 8.1, that's still, actually that's the best time. If I go, are we on screen cap? Yeah, we're on screen display. 8.1, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the top. And I'm pretty sure it's called the Bugatti Atlantic. If it's not, I'll just change it. Atlantic, 8.1 seconds at the top of the leaderboard. It's beat the Veyron SS. Good job, very good job. So yeah, it's pretty good. Let's look at the stats as well. I think it's in miles per hour as well. So this was like 455 kilometers an hour. So this, 383 3, which is not as good obviously as a 300 plus, which does this, but it's pretty good and close. It's slightly cheaper at $17.5 million, and honestly, this is the time I've been waiting for, right? I've been waiting for something like this to pop up so I can buy it, and finally it happened. And I'm very happy about this because this is a very good Bugatti. I like it, and in the future, I hope more Bugattis come to the game, but I know I might have to quickly do that video again because this new Bugatti came into the game, the Atlantic. They call it the Arctic, so it could be something different. If it was wrong, I most likely will research it after this video is recorded and redo it, but I'm going to probably do the Taxi Box video and then just upload both at the same time. Or I can't really do that. I'll upload one and I'll upload the other, whatever. But anyway, you know, I still don't have the Police Cars Game Pass because the Season Pass knocked me back. Oh, see, there's a bunch of pumpkins around here. That's like a spare pumpkins. That could mean that maybe a part 2 might come, which will be an extension, because last time, the last Halloween event, it was an extension along with it. But the thing was, it said it was coming with an extension, week 2 coming, and then it would come with all these brand new cars, all these, you know, the Lamborghini and the McLaren. And, you know, that's another car that's problematic. If Lamborghinis get deleted, you know, there's a lot. If I like search them up right now, right here, there, if we look here, right, so that one's a limited. These two, or this entire strip here, limited. This one is as well. It'll be very hard to actually refund people for these Lamborghinis, because the thing is, you can't just give them back the money, because, you know, like this car is definitely appreciated in value. People wouldn't pay $750,000 for that. People would be expecting, since it's like almost 2 years old by now, that'd be worth way more. It'd be worth way more. So most likely, if this was to be deleted, we'd have to get a refund of some kind. We'd get fat stacks of cash, but, you know, we'd obviously, for event cars, it's a different story, because, you know, they're very, you know, yeah, obviously they're sought after. You can't just give back. You obviously could give them back via money value, but that's not really fair, because these cars have been collected over multiple years. They deserve to be a higher value, so most likely a mil, maybe even more, because honestly they should be increased in price because how rare they are. But anyway, you know, obviously in the Halloween event, most likely if this whole Lamborghini wasn't a thing, maybe we might have a Lamborghini instead, because honestly there's a lot of Lamborghinis to have, and honestly McLaren's just kind of like it seems to be like we can't be bothered with adding another car that's interesting. We'll just add another McLaren that looks the exact same as the other ones we've already added. But it doesn't matter, because people will just still say it's the best update of their lives. Which it isn't, by the way. This is the only reason I like this update, is because it's Bugatti sitting right here. This, I hope we get a part 2. We better get a part 2, because this, compared to last year, was very disappointing. Because we got 2 exclusive races, an entirely new currency that was temporary, unlike trophies, which were a temporary thing, and then now they're a permanent thing. They're like a permanent thing every single season. They add them, and then they'll remove the season 2 thing and then change the season 3 currency. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying that I hope that something else comes, because honestly, this limited compared to the limiteds came last year, which was this one and maybe this one, honestly, this is better than the other ones. Also, we need dealerships. It'd be cool if we could have dealerships that were like a Halloween dealership, where it could be like a graveyard where we put cars on there, or literally anything else, because like I don't know anymore. I don't know if we're ever gonna get another dealership, because like every few months one dealership can come out. We have, over the course of this, a few dealerships we've had, and honestly we need more dealerships, because I want to store all my limiteds. Alright, where's the spooky pla? There it is. Oh, I just clicked on the... No, we don't want that. Here we go. Look at this. The whole face lights up. Like how cool that is. Honestly, it doesn't matter how bad it is. That car was cool. I like all these cars, honestly. All these Halloween cars are really cool. So anyway, I just hope that maybe there is a part 2, because honestly, as of now, it really isn't cool. I mean, is it worth it? I mean, realistically... You know, it's just driving around the map, but at the same time, there's nothing, you know, it depends. It's not really like a life-death situation, you know, because the thing is, right, even if you ignore the Season 2 and just grind this, it'll take you like an hour or two. Just search up a tutorial and take you like 30 minutes. But there's a bunch around the map, but anyway, I hope, like, I'm not gonna lie, this car is cool, but the problem is that it isn't what I would have picked for a Halloween update. There's many cars that are better. You know, here's some ideas for maybe next year when we get a better update, probably, or maybe an extension. All right, I've seen a few of them, but here are my personal suggestions. Obviously, there are a bunch of cars you can pick, right? So I'm picking this first one based off the fact that everyone's suggesting it. A Ford Falcon XB Pursuit Special, which I said last video, I'm pretty sure, which is Mad Max's Interceptor. That's a perfect car for Halloween. Also, Christine from the movie Christine, which was I think it was a Plymouth of some kind. If you don't know, to search up them, it's a horror movie. And then there's another horror movie called The Car that has another haunted car, which you can use. A Lincoln Continental, which is from Goosebumps movie. Like, old cars that clearly scream, I'm haunted. Just throw them into the game, right? Because the thing is, right, as long as they're cool looking, people will like them. You want to have a perfect example of cars that suck, that look good? Hello? People wouldn't suggest the Reliant Robin if they didn't want to tip over. That's the whole point of the car. No one buys it because it's a good performance car. Everyone buys it because they want to tip over and do, haha, it's funny. Seriously, just pick a car that people like, and a car that people are actually suggesting, because the thing is, right, it seems that they only go there every few months and go, what's a car people actually want? And then they'll give that one car to us, and then they'll pick the next, like, 20 cars we didn't ask for, or one person asked for, and they're like, oh, one person suggested it, let's add it. So probably a few people suggested this car with the kit, and they're like, that's good enough. Instead of literally any other car that's related to Halloween, we'll just make it orange and it's Halloween enough. It's just, I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm making a point, at least, that there should be, this is not a Halloween-y car, alright? Obviously, you can't just scratch up the front of the grille and call it a Halloween car. I mean, you can, but the other ones, they were kind of Halloween-y. The first two were, right? You know, the Fiat Spooky Pla, that was, it looked like a jack-o'-lantern, and it was pretty cool, honestly. And I hope we need more Fiat Multiplars, because that was a good meme. I liked when they added the Super Pla, and then they added the Spooky Pla, and I'm like, there's going to be a Christmas one, 100%. It never came. We got a stupid GMC, the Porsche Cayman, which no one uses. Like, I've never seen one. And then, what else? We got a Ferrari Pista, which, like, I don't know, last Christmas is kind of disappointing as well, but at the same time, an argument that I didn't bring up was people arguing, oh, but this update, this first Christmas update, it wasn't that good, but the thing is that this car was kind of unique. It was obviously kind of like the Superfast, but this car, people actually really want this car. People want it back. I've seen so many suggestions like, oh my god, so many people want this thing back. Like, it's actually crazy how many people actually want this car back in the game. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I am rambling way too long talking about two cars. But anyway, I'm just saying, as long as you add a car that people will remember, people will want it back. You know, having a car that's unique, like this season, people will remember Season 2 as the season they finally added the M3 GTR, the season they finally added the Polestar 1, and any other cars here that people wanted. People will remember stuff, even if it's bad, like, you know, oh, we had to pay for this car, but still, we got the car in the game. Having this McLaren, there's nothing to it, right? It's like another McLaren to the mix, right? At this point, I'm going to search up all the McLarens, and you can kind of, you might see a bit of a trend here, and you see that trend, you see it, look at all these, orange, everything looks the same, right? All these, look, all three of them look the same, except that one's a convertible, alright? These two, pretty much the exact same, except this one has a wing, and that's it. It has a color, no color here. It has carbon fiber here. That one kind of looks unique. Those two, they're pretty much three, they look exactly the same. There's the Senna, there's the Senna GT. You have this one, or you have that one. You have this you have this one, oh, you have a GT. You have this one, which is probably one of the only unique ones. And then they have this one. So, yeah. It's annoying, that's the point, alright? But if you search up other things like, I don't know, Ferrari, that also has a similar trend. You know, whereas everything's red or blue, and that's pretty much it. Then you have a few, you know, different looking cars. But then you have stuff like the Reliant Robin, which is unique. But anyway, I'm wrapping up this video right now. I'm done because I'm just talking too much. I know, my insight probably sucks. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.